Are we live in?
I'm live in. We going
Man,
live.
lived.
Live.
Why did something just start playing? Stop.
Because you went live.
I had a video just pop up and start playing, and it was not.
We're not tagging the game. We're just going live. Do it. Go live.
Live alive. Let me hit my test chat, make sure my chat thingy is showing up in my stream properly. Oh yeah,
Right.
it is.
It's always a consideration to make. It annoys me when the YouTube stream doesn't get discovered by my chat system right away. It's taking a minute here. My automatic message from Facebook popped up though, so that's good.
Still got that whiboo.
Yeah.
Whiboo.
Still streaming Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. For anybody who wants to hop around platform to platform, feel free. There are words to be shared. What does that mean, Tom? Is that what we're doing tonight? We're sharing words? Perhaps.
My word is liminal.
Liminal, wow.
You know, there's a guy. Oh, go ahead.
No, you go ahead. There's a guy.
There's a guy that comes into the store and he always says, "What's the word?" And so I always make the joke like bird, haha, bird is the word, bird. But then I'm like, what? I was just curious. I'm like, what do you like? Is that just like, hey, what's up? And he goes like, nah, it's like what's the word? Like the word of the day. What's the word? So now whenever I see him, I'm like, I got a word of the day. And so I told him liminal, and he goes, does that have a relationship to subliminal, like subliminal messaging? And I was like, I don't know. And so yeah.
Good question.
What's your take on that? Do you think there's a connotation between liminal and liminality and subliminal?
I would think so. Yeah.
Like looking it up.
Yeah,
Or you could
without looking it up, I would say.
I would guess yes.
That subliminal is something under liminal because it's sub. But looking it up, I see there is
sub being a prefix. Yeah, subliminal as in beneath the liminal, under the.
And then I was thinking, liminal must have like more definitions than I know, because I'm thinking of it in like with the back rooms, where like liminal is a feeling you get where you're looking at a place that is like a place that people usually are, and it's like a transitory place where people, like an airport where you go to the airport to then immediately leave it, or you come to the airport to immediately leave it, or like the hallways in a hospital or a school where you're going from room to room. So it's like a transitory place that was built for a lot of people but then doesn't have people, so you feel like there should be people and you get this weird feeling when there's not, and that's like a feeling that you get from liminal spaces. And I was like, I don't know how that translates to subliminal, knowing what that means.
The alternative is that it would be like sublime inal. You know what I mean? Like, I'm pretty sure sub is the starting thing. So if I am looking it up, my gosh, Millie's like just started throwing a fit. Liminal, occupying a position at or on both sides of a boundary or threshold.
It's like you have
relating to a transitional or initial stage of a process. Okay, so then subliminal. Let's look at that.
So I think, Cameron, your kind of synopsis of it was the second one, where it was like relating to a change or the initial change of a process.
Subliminal of a stimulus or mental process below the threshold of sensation or consciousness, perceived by or affecting someone's mind without their being aware of it. So they're not entirely, like, they're not obviously related. But I'm guessing that there's some root words inside there that are the same.
Let's see the free dictionary of subliminal. Beneath the
Lemon
liminal of
means
or
threshold.
pertaining to an entrance or threshold.
So it's like below the threshold of your conscious mind.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what it sounds like.
And liminal can just be like a threshold.
Yeah, the lemon is the Latin root that's connecting these things.
Darn lemons.
There's so many. There's subliminality. There's subliminally.
The arbiter is
liminal,
now a lemon
liminality,
grenade.
superliminal, liminary, liminoid, sublime.
Interesting.
Liminoid.
I'm so glad that this is our topic of discussion leading into this. Actually,
you know?
we're gonna tie it right in. This episode's gonna be called something liminal. It's gonna be great.
Yeah. 'Cause,
Hey.
we do get one of them liminal spaces, don't we?
Mm-hmm.
And we do transition from one place to another.
There's a liminal
This is
event
just
in this section of the game.
I was totally unintentional that I brought that up related to what we did.
It's great. We're gonna
yeah,
sound like
no, it works.
vocabulary geniuses from this one word.
Huzzah.
Huzzah.
See, my word I was gonna bring up was flummadiddle. Because
Okay.
I just love bringing flummadiddle to anything. Because it just means like utter nonsense. Is
I was
the
gonna
legit
say,
meaning of it.
sounds like it would mean nonsense.
Yeah, flummadiddle literally just means like
Feeling-
nothing. Like
I'm feeling flummoxed
worthless.
by your upbringing of flummadiddle.
And you know, honestly though, like, I mean, if we're gonna tie flummadiddle into this episode, I got some stuff to say about Yuga because he's kind of a little bit of a flummadiddle, if you ask me.
I'm a little
He-
bamboozled from all this flum-diddlery.
He's become the flummadiddle.
Like I'm fairly convinced he's never ever read a book in his life.
Yuga? He's
Or-
got a mad vocabulary. What are you talking about?
No, I'm not talking about the vocabulary. I'm
Oh,
talking
alright.
about like he's never read like a non-fictional book with just any story ever.
Tom said his word is kerfuffle. That's what he's bringing to the word salad tonight.
Ooh. Kerfluffle.
What kind of dressing are we gonna have on our word salad?
Liminal. No, sorry. Liminoid.
Liminal dressing.
Liminal dressing.
Can have lemon.
It helps the salad transition to my stomach.
Got him.
Cross that threshold, salad.
Did you know that superlative form of sublime is
Superlative.
sublimest?
Okay.
Sublimate.
Sublimest. The sublimest thing. Instead of the
pretty
most
awesome.
sublime, which is what I would have assumed you needed to do if you were going to say that.
English
Alright.
is fun.
Anyway, this is
At least there ain't
episode
no silent
103.
Ks in it.
It's back to Cam's intro. We're doing some crazy stuff.
See, so last time it was the House of Gales?
Yeah.
Is that the correct thing? The House of
The
Gales?
House of Gales. Yes.
Okay. I think I'm gonna go back to the OG intro style, which I do like probably most often. Are you guys ready?
I believe I'm ready. As ready as I
We
can
got
be.
all the flim flammery out of here.
Oh, I'm sure there's going to be some more in this episode. Now that this is how we've opened it.
You good, Mayo?
The Gucciest.
Oh,
I wish you the Gucciest. The Gucciest. Sorry.
And this is episode 4, right?
It's like the
Of
merriest. Sorry. Yeah, this is our 4th episode of this season.
Welcome to A for No, B for Yes, the Zelda themed podcast that's currently deep diving into a link between worlds. Last episode, we went through the House of Gales. And this episode, episode 4, we'll be diving into the Lost Woods to get a fancy sword, the master of all swords, they say. I am Cameron Hagee, a PS5 controller that's hanging on with the last little bit of battery life it can muster, and these are my co-hosts.
I'm Ryan Fonzie, a GameSir controller that's wired and can't go very far from the keyboard.
And I am Anthony, and I am one half of a Switch.
Oh,
Just the half. Yeah.
red or blue?
Sad times.
Which half?
It's actually the pink. It's the purple orange. Switch. So it's
okay.
actually the purple
Nice.
side.
The
yeah.
Splatoon.
Purple side of the purple orange.
Yeah.
All right.
I actually have those Joy-Cons.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I've always wanted them,
I'll send them to you.
but I don't feel like paying.
You got to Switch anymore. You just send you the
I don't
Joy-Cons.
got to Switch anymore.
I don't feel like paying like $79 for Switch Joy-Cons, but I also don't feel like paying $19 for the ripoffs on Amazon. So I'm just
Oh yeah, that's
gonna have them.
that is.
I
If
mean,
there was
hey,
like something in the
quandary.
middle that was like 40 to 50, I would, I'd be there. But
Yeah, they need a
sadly-
liminal
if
option.
if you
Yeah.
say if you pay me $10 in shipping, I'll ship them out to you. And I got them limited edition Skyward Sword ones too, Fonz. If you look in $10, I got you. Yeah.
$10.
$10, my guy. Put a little something in my pocket. I got you. They sitting
mean,
around.
I
We'll have
feel
to
like
talk off stream. I'm not about to do business deals
Having a-
live.
I feel like having a Switch too, though, you're probably like, I don't really care about the Switch.
Yeah, I don't even use the Joy-Cons really. I mean, unless I'm just using it in handheld, but that's rare. I'm docked most of the time.
Got that docked life.
Yeah. So guys, we're here. We have accomplished 3 different temples now, if you want to call them that. And through that, we have gotten these pendants. One of them we got even before we went to the Eastern Palace. But anyway, we got these pendants, and we got a message from Sahasrarla saying, "Hey, you can get that Master Sword now." Does he tell us where to go to get it? Like, do we have to go to his house to talk to him some more, or how does that?
I think he's standing
No.
on a bridge still.
Oh, okay. Like
I
right in
think he
front of
tells
the
us
castle.
when you first pop up. I think he says go to the Lost Woods, or like it's been. The legend is it's hidden in the Lost Woods, or something like that. Because I knew right where to go without. I mean,
Well,
it's
yeah,
usually in the Lost
it's
Woods,
usually
but
in the Lost Woods. According to Master Sword legend and lore, it's almost always in the Lost Woods. If there's a Lost Woods, that's where it'll be. Unless you're playing
Pretty
Ocarina of
much.
Time.
then it's absolutely not.
It's in the Lost Temple.
They brought it out to put all the
Yeah.
special things in one place.
I was gonna say though, I feel like somebody told me to go there, and I didn't go and talk to anybody looking for it. So
Yeah. So we go to Lost Woods. This Lost Woods is kind of an interesting combination of previous ones. It's got like it reminded me of both Ocarina of Time and the original Legend of Zelda because of like the rectangularness of it when you get to like the main section. But this one comes with a Poe game. There's like a self-replicating Poe that decides to play a shell game with you by saying, "Hey, like follow me or don't follow me, depending on how many of me there are that I want you to track." So this dude makes like it starts with like 8 copies of himself, I think.
Yep. Yeah, there's 8.
And so the first challenge is like, "Hey, follow this one," and then the next one is like, "Hey, there's going to be 2, don't follow them," or something like that. And then there's another one that's like, "Hey, now there's 3 of us, don't follow any of us, so you got to track them all just to know which way to go. I failed this a couple times.
Same.
And I thought I was doing pretty good at tracking the 3 when they were together, and then suddenly they would all go in different directions to leave the room, and I just got confused more than once.
Mm.
And the game does this like very it's like a handicap system for this. Made me feel pretty bad about my skills because instead of doing a true try again, every time you fail, one Poe just disappears, so you have less things to look at. And so
Oh.
part of me was like, if I had done it on my first try, it would have been the hardest version of this. But I didn't do that. I didn't get it until there were a couple Poes missing, and I was like, okay, doesn't feel as good anymore to figure this out.
I don't even know if I noticed that because so I failed the first puzzle because I just lost complete track of where the one Poe was. And
Yeah.
then I had to redo that one again. And it was weird. So like the spot where I lost track of the Poe, which is like the last jump that they did, it kind of crossed with another Poe going the same direction. And I completely lost track. And the second time that happened, that Poe didn't cross over that same Poe. Like it was just a little jump, and I knew exactly where he was. So I'm wondering if I didn't even pay attention that he lost one. But
Yeah.
No,
yeah,
it's different every time.
They do change direction.
The only thing I knew was the same every time is that the first 2 jumps are kind of slow to get you like, oh, this is easy, and then the last jump they go like double speed. So if you're not expecting them and you're not paying full attention, you can just lose track because they go quick on the last jump.
Yeah. For you guys, when there was 3 of them, was the solution to just go back the way you came?
It was
Because that's what it was for me too. Okay, that's what it ended up being, and I had tried like every other direction before that when I got confused. And then when I did see, I was like, wait a minute, like one of them went to each place, so I just turned around and it was like, all right,
yeah.
cool trick.
I sat there like, wait a minute, they went in one of each of these, and then I was like, I'm just gonna turn around, and I feel like, and then I went through that door, and I don't remember exactly what was the next room. It was like another little like tree stump where you like walk into this other spot.
Yeah, a little U-shaped thing.
Yeah, and I thought I was like not I thought I like accidentally like went back to the beginning and I'm like, "Oh no." And then I realized I think the next room after that one is where we're trying to go.
So I wonder if those are different every time, or if that's the only one that's the same.
I think
Because
the last
the other
one's the
times I went
same.
in there, yeah, the other times I went in there, the other ones were sending me in different directions. So those are not always the same. But if
Right.
we got the same one on the last one, that's either insanely unlikely or that's just how it's programmed.
I think I
Yeah, I
think
feel
that's
like it's
the
probably
trick. I think they wanted to show that off. Like, oh, go back through the door and you're somewhere else, even though it's the door you just came through. It's like a very Willy Wonka-esque moment. I think it translates well. Like you do it and you're like, huh, I didn't think that would be the case, right? So
Oh, here the wiki kind of explains it. It says the paths the Poes go are random and they are net set. So each visit you'll have to go a different route. First you'll have to see which direction one Poe goes. Second you'll have to see where 2 yada yada. The third you'll have to eye 3 of the Poes and go in the one direction none of them gone. The maze can be tricky and oh, it doesn't say that the third one is fixed, but it does say the others are fixed. I'm sorry, not
no, the other
fixed.
ones
They're
aren't
random.
fixed. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. It was
I
fun.
don't know.
I mean, like I said, I wish I had gotten it when it was max pose. Like I felt kind of bad not getting it until it was like, okay, all right, sir. Here's less to look at because clearly you're not good at this. I'm like, thanks, game.
You got them old eyes.
Got
I
that
failed it once or twice, and then my hand got warmer, and I'm like, oh no, they holding it. I was like, I don't like this. I didn't need my hand to be held right now.
Man.
You felt that touch through the screen.
Did.
But we do eventually get through this with our Poe guides. Poe guide seems to be a theme in the Zelda series that I don't think about very often. But we get through this, and we find the Master Sword. Ba-ba-da-ba.
Da-da-da. Hey,
Just like beautiful as always. There's squirrels and bunnies and birds and
it's so
animals,
peaceful.
and it's sunny, and the music
Yeah.
is just beautiful.
All the animals must
Great.
be attracted to the sacred power or something, right? Like, what are they?
Mhm.
There's like no animals in the rest of the woods. They're all here.
Yeah.
Could also just be the only place with no predators because nothing knows how to get here.
That's also true.
Just
I
saying
feel like those
stuff.
animals that are there are just kind of stuck there forever because they don't know how to escape.
Oh no. I mean, I think it's both of those, right? Because the sacred energy is keeping the predators away, so that's why the animals are there. Whether they're there because of that or because of the energy itself, like it's just the safest place in all the woods.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Until we go and take it
Not
and
for
leave.
long though. Exactly.
So we do that. We
You're on your own, little guys.
grab the sword, get another mental message from Sahasrarla, who's just always been a universal telepath for some reason. And he's like,
He's
"Good
got
job,
the,
you got it. Now you can go destroy the barrier that's around Hyrule Castle."
what's that thing called?
He's got Tetra's stone.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to go with. He's got the communicator.
He slipped a gossip stone in our pocket at some point.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
So I spammed through this dialogue and then saved my game and turned it off and forgot where he told me to go. So this was my first time going to the fortune tellers. Hey. I don't know if you guys been to the fortune tellers, but you get a pretty sick pair of glasses with a fake nose and
I did get
mustache.
that.
It's pretty great.
Got those.
Oh,
I
I
think
have not
first
gotten that yet.
episode. I think I grabbed those things.
You know what's funny?
The
Oh
hint
yeah, I remember you
glasses.
talking about the coins. Yeah, the hint
So-
glasses.
I'm going to say it now because it just happened to me before we started recording. I had played a little bit into the next section of the game from where we're stopping today. I'm not going to say where it is, but I was playing just to tab it into it because I was super excited and it was
How could
super
you?
exciting. And I got to the other version or just another fortune teller that's in the game. And so I talked to him because it was like the first person I saw when I got to
Mhm.
this new area. And I think he has a wife. I'm assuming it's his wife. It's his partner, and he has a partner, and they were kind of going back and forth, talking to each other about he's the most awesome fortune teller in all the land, in any land. And then I talked to him, and he's like, "Yeah, so like, I'm gonna read your fortune now." And then I give him the 20 rupees, and he's like, "Yeah, so I'm the awesomest, most bestest fortune teller in all the land, but." In this other land, if you go north of Kakariko Village, there's another fortune teller, and he's actually got something that he's offering you as a prize that I'm not gonna give you. I don't have anything to give you.
Uh,
And then he's like, "So that was your fortune? Is that a good fortune? Do you know where to go now?" And I'm like, "That was the worst fortune I've ever gotten, except for the fact that now I have to go back to Hyrule to go to the fortune teller and get apparently goggles or glasses and a nose."
What a bro.
all right. He's really looking out for
So I'm
you,
like-
though, man. I mean, that's
I
gotta
know, I'm like,
appreciate that.
do I classify him as the best fortune teller because he told me that? Or am I like, nah, you just pointed me to probably the better fortune teller?
I
decide.
don't know what to tell you.
Yeah, so that was my little misadventure with fortune tellers. Now I have to go back to, because I've never been to the fortune teller north of Kakariko.
You need to get your silly glasses, my guy.
You gotta get them silly
Apparently.
glasses. I've
Is it like a
only
monster
used them
disguise?
once to see what they did, but they're
Same.
critical.
Was it The
Hmm.
Rock?
Yeah, like it's right outside because it was like the example one.
They tell you
I've
to do
tried to
that.
throw them on for like maybe one or two other weird things in the overworld that I saw, but there's nothing. There were no hints there to get. So the glasses literally didn't do anything. I was like, how do I get past this? Like, what is this? And then it's like there just wasn't a ghost or anything there to talk to me about it. So I was like, all right, well, thanks, glasses.
Useful. Yeah, right.
One trick pony, mask of truth.
Kind of, yeah. And so we take our master sword we head back to Le Castle de Hyrule, and Sahasrar's there waiting for us to tell us, good job getting that. Go ahead and dispel the barrier. And we do the old-fashioned slash a barrier with the sword. A couple
First
games
time.
use this feature.
Never seen it before.
Never seen it before. Definitely not in our Wind Waker series or anything.
They're definitely not last season.
Nope.
And yeah, we destroy the whole thing. Sahasrar's super impressed. He's like, wow, it's so crazy that sword can do that efficiently. It's like, yeah. Evil's bane,
That's what it do.
May have held it before. It's pretty great. And so we storm the castle. We run in. There's knights
we
everywhere.
forgot to mention one little tidbit about the Master Sword, though, is that
Alright.
when you're at full hearts, it shoots a beam out of it for range damage.
Right. I guess I forgot to mention that since it's like not unique to this game.
This is the first time that has happened.
First time it's ever happened in this game right here.
Definitely not in Zelda 1 or anything.
So many first times.
I guess before we talk about this next bit here, I was gonna go over my adventures a little bit before I actually got to Hyrule Castle here. So with the newfound power of the Master Sword, I had never done Rupee Rush before. So I went to Ravio. I bought every single one of the items that you could buy. I think I have 2,100 rupees left, but I think when I bought everything, I had like 10 rupees left or something like that. I was crazy, not expecting to go from like 6,000 something rupees to like 0. But yeah, I'm shocked that he did that.
That's why.
And then I went over to Rupee Rush. The bees. I went over to Rupee Rush and tried it again. Not with a timer this time.
Mm-hmm.
It took me a couple tries to get a hang of it. I was getting like 3 seconds, and then I started to get under 2. And I followed this like path that I did. I had the fire rod, so I had upgraded the fire rod with Mother Mai.
Yeah.
And let me tell you guys, I don't know if you upgraded the fire rod.
Not yet. I think that's the next one I'm gonna do though.
Oh my goodness.
It's pretty nice, right?
Yeah. You're basically sending a gigantic tornado that moves and just burns literally everything in its path. Using it on nights, I'm using it on grass. So like I go into Rupee Rush, I set a fire, I use the fire rod, I just shoot straight up north, burn all the bushes up there, as many as I can. Then I go over to the stone tiles. I do like the lift up with the tornado rod.
Yeah.
I go up, I cut some more bushes, go up to the rock, break the rock with the hammer, go over, lift up some more tiles, grab a couple of like the fountains spitting out like some rupees, and then I go collect all the rupees that the fire rod had burned up before they disappear. And by the time I do that, I'm usually around like 0.65 seconds left to about 165. So I'm usually hitting at least over 100 rupees. But I've been getting like 280 at times.
There you go.
Per Rupee Rush. So like, and it's 30 seconds. So like, that is way more effective than bees.
If you can figure it out like that, yeah, it can work really well for you.
And I finally got that last piece of heart that I hadn't gotten before either.
Nice.
I got that one too. And I'll tell you, I struggled quite a bit with the race one, but I finally got the heart from the race. That was a pain.
I still haven't talked to the racing people.
Oh man, that one. Did you do the one that you do after the piece of heart? Because I haven't done it yet.
No.
Yeah.
It was hard, and I got there with like 0.38 seconds when I almost optimized the entire route that I found. So I'm like, if they did like reduce it by even 5 seconds instead of like an additional 10, like I'm not gonna make it.
Yeah, I don't know how that's gonna work.
So I gave up.
Unless you could upgrade the Pegasus boots, maybe.
I don't think
know.
you can.
You're not allowed to fast travel,
since,
right?
I think
I
that would
don't
make it too
know.
easy. I never tried, but I figured that was just out of the question.
Yeah.
Okay.
Um, but speaking of upgrades, I upgraded the ice rod before the fire rod, but I think I
Mm.
upgraded my ice rod and the bombs, but I have enough now to get one more upgrade, and I was thinking about doing the fire, but the ice rod is quite nice. I don't know if you guys have actually used it yet, where it drops like one chunk of ice right in front of you, and it freezes anything it touches.
I have
Now
not.
it drops Now it drops 4 chunks of ice in front of you over a wider area and can freeze a pretty good AoE area. And going into a room full of enemies and freezing like all of them, and then going over there and hitting, and it makes your next attack do more damage too. So most things will die like from the first attack after you freeze it. So
Nice.
Probably was nice for the Hyrule
it's
Castle.
it
Just those
was
corridors you got.
oh yeah.
I didn't even use the only thing I've upgraded is the hook shot. I didn't even use it in the castle because there was no reason to.
And the bombs they get bigger and they make bigger boom. Does more damage.
Big boom.
Pretty basic. Big boom, yeah.
Nice. I guess I'll have a question about that in a little bit, but not yet.
I know the answer to your question.
It sounds like it's not a great one.
It's not a great one.
Okay. All right. So we start scaling this castle. It's
Mhm.
full of the knights, the green, blue, and red. I didn't realize this before, but their drops are coordinated with their colors.
Yeah, I noticed
So-
that too.
So like red
Pretty
knights
cool.
will tend to drop a red rupee, blue knights blue, green. If they're not dropping like recovery hearts, they'll drop the color rupee that they're dressed up as.
I think these are the first red knights we've seen so far too, because 20 rupees per kill is pretty nice, pretty choice.
It is.
There is one hanging outside the castle grounds.
Oh, I didn't see him.
Yeah, but that's the only one I think.
There were knights throwing bombs at us at this one. Some throwing spears. I was impressed. I was like, these
Yeah.
knights know how to fight. Apparently.
And so there's a point in this castle later on in the castle where you have the opportunity to merge into the wall and go back and forth between some platforms. And these knights are no fools. Like most games, like you do like your secret power, like turning invisible or like trying to get around an enemy, and they're like, "Huh? Where do you go? I don't know." These knights, like I went onto the wall. It was like a spear throwing knight on a balcony, and you can climb up some stairs. And this is I think on like floor 4 or 5, like it's up there.
Yeah.
And
I remember this
you
guy.
merge over, and he like knows you're on the wall. He sees you and he backs up and he just starts throwing spears at the wall. And I'm like, what AI is this? This game was like in 2003. It's crazy.
He's too smart, man.
Right?
I was afraid that if I popped out at the wrong spot, he would knock me off the ledge and I have to start over. But he didn't really seem to be trying to do that, so it turned out to be fine. But
Yeah,
It's
he
pretty
got me
easy
with the
to
spear.
time after
I
he
didn't
throws it.
I didn't see it coming.
yeah,
Hey, we were just talking about outside of Hyrule Castle with the knight. I don't think we ever mentioned, I guess it's not super important, but there is a heart piece right outside of Hyrule Castle that's being like blocked by some stones that we've been able to pick up for a while. So there's that.
yeah. I got that when I
And
got the gloves. I
also-
was like, wait a minute. There's a heart piece I gotta go get real quick.
I didn't even know it was there until I already had the gloves and I just stumbled upon it.
Gotcha.
But one of the things that frustrated me in this little mini dungeon, if you can call it, is that stairs. I don't know if you guys tried to fight any knights that were like on the stairs while you were off the stairs, or they were off the stairs while you were on the stairs, but your sword will go right through them. It's like they're in a different dimension when they're on the stairs and you're not.
Oh,
And they get to
now
hit you for
see-
free and you can't hit them. Or at least I
Now
couldn't.
see what
Yeah.
happened was they had the high ground.
No, I mean, even if you had the high ground, you still couldn't hit them, though. It didn't matter. They just had the ground.
if you
Link is an
stood
Obi-Wan.
level with them,
I don't know.
were you able to hit him then or no? Because it
I
might have been
think
like
so, but
a
you had to be
programming
like,
vertical thing.
yeah, no, it definitely was. I think you had to be basically on the same 2 or 3 steps as them. Even if you were both on the stairs and they were just like, instead of being side to side, they were above or below you like that, It's
Mhm.
obviously an over, so you can't see that. You wouldn't be
Yeah.
able to hit them, but they could hit you.
Like
Gross.
it looked like it looked on screen, even though it was stairs. The way that the horizontal was in some of those parts, it looked like it was still level with height. So when the
Yeah.
knight's coming at you from
Yeah.
above, it looks like you can hit him, and
You
then you
you
can't.
guys just
And he
gotta turn on your
comes out on
3D,
you.
and then you can see everything.
No, literally that doesn't matter. I'll tell you why. Because I even tried to use the ice rod, which drops icicles from way above their head onto them. That still misses when they're on the stairs. So it's not even a
Stairs are
verticality
broken.
thing. It's straight. Yeah, it's straight a coding thing where nothing you do can hit them when they're just like a little higher or lower than you.
That's so
Mhm.
weird. I don't remember running into any problems with that, but I don't know.
So
It's
I had to drag
interesting.
them off the stairs.
Yeah.
It wasn't really a problem. It was just something I noticed and was like, ugh.
Bleh. We another kind of cool thing that we find in this dungeon is a little mini boss. We get to
Mhm.
visit the ball and chain trooper again.
Yeah.
Hey.
And originally, when I first came up to him, I had full health, and I was like, "Oh, this should be easy. I'm just gonna like swipe at this dude from a distance and hit him with the beams." And that worked for like 2 or 3 beams, and then he blocked one with his ball, and I was like, "Excuse me?" And then he hit me with the ball immediately after, and I was like, "All right, they thought about this. Like they knew this was a
Yeah.
possibility, and they said, nah." My dude parried me hardcore.
That's crazy. You want to know what they
Yeah.
didn't account for, though? Is that this dude gets wrecked by the ice rod. You can
my
freeze
God.
him so easily, walk up, hit him, run away, and then just strafe his one throw and then freeze him again and do that like 5 times and he's done.
Yeah, once he parried a beam, I just got up in his face, and I was like, no, you don't get to swing that. But and that worked out pretty good for the most part. But he had some good moves.
Show me your moves.
That ball and chain trooper.
That was literally the first room when we walked in, like up this, like on the top of the castle. We got up to that door we couldn't get in before. You just walk in, it's like, oh, mini boss.
Right. As it should be, you know?
Right off the bat.
Yeah. So a few levels of this, and we get to we get to Yuga, don't we? I mean,
Mm-hmm.
pretty sure it's not that
Pretty
far
much.
up the stairs. I mean, there were some cool stair rooms where like, you start on one side of the castle and go through, but like there were like bomb throwers on random balconies and stuff. But once you're through all that, it's Yuga time. And Yuga is actively, well, I can't even say it's a debate or a discussion, but Zelda is talking at Yuga, and Yuga is just not having it. He's like, I really don't care.
Monologuing.
Yeah. And she's like,
Yeah.
why are you trying to do all this? Why are you grabbing all these people? It's like, you're trying to resurrect Ganon, aren't you? And he's just like, you're going to make a great painting. And she's like, you're not listening to me. And he's like,
Yeah.
I find your questions inelegant and irrelevant. I was like, okay, Yuga. All right.
Yeah,
It was
this was
like-
the most. Oh, sorry, Cam, go on.
I was just gonna say this was a beautiful representation of like 2 individual conversations going on at the same time. She's like, "What are you doing to all these people? Oh, you gonna make such a good painting, girl. What, are you trying to resurrect Ganon? I don't really like that golden hair, but I think it'll work this time." She's like, "What? Just shut up. I'm turning you into a painting now." It's like, wait, what?
It was a liminal conversation.
It was bad. I don't think it was a little
like-
conversation. I don't think that's how you use that word, my guy.
Well, there's 2 people and 2 different sides of the thing having different.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Right. Their words weren't
Anyway.
crossing the threshold to each other. Like they weren't, it was a non-liminal conversation.
I had 2 problems with this first encounter with Yuga. Problem number 1. They was talking for about 5 minutes. Link, what do you
they
doing?
did have yeah.
I had
Yep.
full hearts. All you had to do, Link, was just swing your sword and knock like his fire staff out of his hands. Like, Link, what are you doing?
I did have that
Second,
thought of
this is
like,
the
why aren't
most-
we intervening?
Right?
You ain't rude like that.
And then I'm like,
Some hero. Hey, Yuga's about to do something evil. Let's just stand here and watch.
yeah. And like we're sitting at the bottom of the stairs too, like ready. Like Link, I know it's not honorable, but you could have just
It's not
straight in the
honorable.
back.
I mean, he could have ran up and stood between them if he wanted to be honorable. Like either way.
True. So that was problem number one, which Link does again, and we'll get to that. But then this is the most unhinged conversation that I feel like a Zelda villain has ever, I guess, exposition wise. So like
Yeah.
you kind of touched on it a little bit, but like I have the script right here. He says it was quite a spree of capturing sages, and he's trying to be like um, Dr. Seuss over here. He's like, it was quite a spree, a sage here, a sage there, and now you're Impa too. And he says, I've already got all 7 sages. And then she starts some exposition. She calls him a monster. The whole Ganon bit, and he's like, "Oh, what golden hair you have! Such bright locks are normally too sunny for my taste, but for you, I'll make an exception."
Mm-hmm.
And then obviously, where was the part that was just
Like when,
yeah? I wish
his
to.
rhymes, or
Is it? I'm gonna make a spectacular painting. That was before that.
is it the irrelevant or inelegant and irrelevant bit?
I can't find it now.
Oh, okay.
No, but yeah, it's so unhinged, and I'm just like, this guy is just straight up evil. I mean,
Yeah.
like,
I mean,
if you think back, like Girahim, Ganon, nobody had such elegance and such evil as Yuga here.
I mean, he's straight up turning people into paintings and like talking about them like they're his possessions already. Like it's pretty demented. And then what he does with them is like he turns them into a painting so that he can use whatever power they possess against their will, basically. So I'm pretty sure he does this. I think we have to fight him first, right? And then he gets bored. Yeah,
Yeah. Then he leaves.
right. So he does at some point confess to us, like, yeah, he's for sure trying to resurrect Ganon, but he's gonna do it somewhere else. He doesn't do it yet. But we get into this big fight with him again.
Well, actually,
Sorry.
so this actually is like a first encounter with him. Because what happens is we come up to him, he calls us impudent, and how we got out of the wall.
Mm-hmm.
And he's like, "How in tarnation did you escape this?"
Right.
And then he calls us impudent, and he's like, "You should have remained." Oh, this was the part I was talking about. So he said he splashed us on a wall, and he said we should have remained as a good for nothing stain on the wall of the temple. I was like, you calling me a stain? Like that's the rudest thing ever. And then he said, "I'll be glad to leave you here once and for all." And then he summons a bunch of knights, like that's
Yeah.
supposed to stop us. We fight
Oh,
the
and he
knights.
runs
He runs
off. Yeah,
away.
yeah.
And then this is where the first encounter that Cameron was talking about with the stairs, because all the knights run down the stairs and you can't fight them because you have to wait for them to
Yeah.
like get off the stairs, and it was super annoying.
I was
but yeah,
already
that
aware of the stair thing, so I just backed up.
uh,
Gotcha.
but yeah, then there gets some like long additional like journey through Hyrule Castle until we catch back up to him, and when we do catch back up to him, he's looking at Zelda's painting on the wall
Mm-hmm.
and admiring it and just like, oh, it's just so good. It's just so beautiful. And then you come into the picture, and um he again is like he wants to know how you got out of the wall. And he's like, it seems like there's more to you than meets the eye. So he's kind of realizing Link is like persistent and
Yeah, yeah.
has courage and
We're getting
has
the
some type of
respect of the
powers.
villain for the first time ever in a Zelda game.
Finally. But even with that respect, after realizing that like there is more to his eye, before we actually break into the fight, he's like, "I'm gonna squash you now, worm." I'm like,
Mm.
"Ah, okay, there it is, right back to
Get
zero."
back to calling us a worm again.
Yeah.
So this room though, did either of you guys see these two pillars in this room originally as being two pits that you couldn't fall in because the directly above angle? I thought these were two holes in the room until I got to move for the fight, and then I could see like the edges of them, and I could tell it was like a pillar instead.
I don't know that I
Mm.
thought too much about it. Like I do remember them as being pillars now. Um, but I don't remember if I thought they looked like pits at first.
Did anyone try merging with them or nah?
Nah,
Nah.
didn't seem necessary for the fight. Uh,
Yeah.
so I mean, he splits into three of himself. Classic, enemy move. Uh, and one of them, his staff is lit up with like electricity looking stuff, and that's how you can tell. The second he split, I was like, okay, one of them's gonna have a visual difference. So when they all popped off the wall, I just scanned and I was like, yep, that's the one. What was interesting is that he's continuous in this fight. I didn't think he would be. I thought it would change which one
The
was him,
pose trained us well.
but it doesn't. Like he comes out, has the electricity, and then if you hit him, he goes on the wall, and you can just watch his painting move across the wall, and just go
Mm.
prepare the next attack. You don't have to like guess each time. So
I didn't even realize that.
Yeah.
it made it a lot easier.
I thought it was a nice touch from the pose because they kind of like had you do that, and then they're like, "Hey, there's this thing again that you got to watch for."
Yeah, yeah.
I was like, "Oh, okay, game."
So after
I,
you get this dude on his knees, breathing heavy, looking pretty in rough shape. He's like, I bore of this fight. I'm like, that's not what's happening here, sir.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nah.
Again, he just passes. It's like, look, I'm out of time. It's like, nah, that ain't it, Maggie.
He's speaking straight flummadiddle.
Yeah. And then he brings up his painting collection. And it's some familiar characters. We see the Ceres painting, we see the Elsfala painting. We
He
see
runs
some
away.
Oh, this is
Yeah, he runs
Yeah,
away
so when we
first.
we
beat
gotta
him
chase
here,
him again.
he
Are you
runs
kidding me?
away.
Yeah. We got to go out,
Yeah.
and then we
Okay.
come from the bottom and we go up and we take a left and we get to like a study room at the top. And there's
Okay.
like this weird glowing black emanating aura from behind this curtain.
Right. It's like that throne room trick. So we gotta cut the curtain
Yep.
and then we warp.
Go
We
into
go to
this,
the liminal
the
space.
ominous looking crack.
This is the liminal space.
This is the liminal space.
All right. I thought he like opened the portal with the paintings. But I guess that's not yet. That's later.
He had Zelda when we beat him, and he just like ran away with Zelda. And then
Okay.
he went, I'm assuming, to the liminal. He went through the liminal portal in the back.
Gotcha.
Yep, pretty
Me too.
much.
So we chase this coward down again. This time through his own liminal space.
Wait, there's a cool thing though I noticed.
A cool
When
thing?
you're originally, yeah, a cool thing. So
Nice.
when he runs away and you leave, I said you come from like the south and you take a left and you go into
Oh.
that room. When you come out, you go to the right and then you go up. And so
Yes.
I don't know if like not everything in this world is like mirrored and flipped, but I kind of felt like that was kind of the intention of this little part where you come in from the bottom and then you leave through the top is to show that. And I kind of thought that was a little reminiscent of a link to the past.
Right.
How a lot of that stuff's mirrored.
So in
was
this throne
cool, for
room,
sure.
there's a giant emblem on the ground that is the familiar Triforce with wings and like bird feet. And when you go through the liminal space, you come out on the other side, and it's the same kind of logo or like crest, but the Triforce is flipped. Like it's pointing downwards, makes the whole thing look really odd. But that is consistent. As you leave, there's like you'll see that symbol all over the castle with the upside down Triforce. As
It's
well.
even what you see on the loading screen. Like
yeah,
when you're
the
loading
loading. That
instead
was.
of it
I
being
thought that was a
regular-
nice touch.
Yeah,
The upside
and
down
it's like a
Triforce on
dark
the loading screen.
Triforce too. It's a black Triforce and not the golden one.
Yeah.
In the loading screen, anyways. And so once we go out and to the right and then up, then we get into the room where we see some paintings.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
So Yuga's got a
Nah.
collection, and a couple of them we have seen. We've seen the Zelda painting, we've seen the Ceres painting, we've seen the Asfala painting. But then you'll notice that there's a bunch more that we haven't seen before. But they're all familiar characters. We got Gully.
They are.
We got the Zora Queen.
My boy Gully.
We got
The
Rosso.
witch.
I didn't know Rosso got captured. I didn't even go back to his place after he gave us the gloves. So apparently he's in a painting now. But yeah, the witch was one. Explains why it's just a broomstick.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there's 7 total, I think. Well, 7 sages and then Zelda. So there's 8 paintings total.
Yeah. And this is also where it reminded me that Mayo brought up, who hasn't even like played this game before, like all these characters have gone missing. Is that related to the? And I was like, I don't even know. And it turns out like, no, it 100%.
Very
like,
much is.
The queen went down there swimming, gone. Oh, the broom is alone now, just gone. Oh, where did
Right,
Gully go?
yeah.
Gone. Turns out they are all
Impa is on
paintings.
that list too. Notably, Sahasrara not on the list. not a
He too old.
sage.
He too old.
Well, that was the thing. In A Link to the Past, he was supposed to be like one of the wise men or something, right? But then it must have been like his daughter or something that got captured because it was the maidens that you were saving. So like he's just like one generation up, I guess. I don't know how Sahasrara works. He's a mystery.
He's got tenure. He can't be turned into a painting.
So I think
Not perfect
I think you
anymore.
spoiled something there, Fonz.
Did I?
Yeah. So they didn't show Rosso in the paintings.
I definitely saw Rosso in the cutscene, like in a painting.
Really?
Yeah.
There
'Cause I'm
were
looking at
some
the
that it
cutscene
seemed to
right
like.
now.
There were a couple that in a lot of the scenes it tried to hide, but there were a couple scenes where you could see all of them. So if you
Yeah.
had a good eye to spot the ones that it didn't like bring your attention to on purpose, you could see all of them.
Yeah.
Oh,
like-
okay. I guess he flips it down. I forgot about the point where he pushes them all onto the ground and then he starts spinning them off with like a bunch of energy and then
Yeah.
uses them to basically form a giant portal to the nether where a giant black cloud appears and then a giant wormhole tornado comes out of nowhere. Then Ganon rises up out of it in his pig form and
Yeah.
floats above the paintings and Yuga. And then Yuga starts laughing maniacally. And he, interestingly enough, tells Ganon to join with him, not
Yep.
just do something, but he's like, I want you to be a part of me. Let's destroy all the ugliness in the world.
And then,
I was
funnily
like,
enough,
that's
become
weird.
the ugliest thing in the world in the process.
Well,
Like, don't ever let this man see a mirror. He's just gonna like be like, oh well, I can't be here no more. Actually,
Yeah.
once we're done with our mission, our last task is going to be take ourselves out.
See, that was the thing. That was the thing. Yuga he wanted to be a painting all along, but he knew he was too ugly to be a painting of any regard, so he needed Ganon to, make
him
himself look
uglier.
good.
This giant pig with like red locks. It looks like some of those powdered wigs that you'd see like back in the founding fathers of America days, where they got like the twirls coming off on him. He's got that all red coming down his like the back of his head.
I mean, he
Can you
already kind of had
imagine-
that going in his regular form, but that got added to the Ganon in such a way.
Right?
Can you guys imagine if so he's like this whole time he's imagining Ganon as like just I guess human or Gerudo Ganon, where he, he's a tall man and slicked back face with the hair and the suave hair, and just like imagining this whole time, like if I merge with him, like I'll be beautiful. And then like this whole time he's just like, all right, this is like the image I have, like we'll turn into a painting, it'll be glorious. And then Pig Ganon comes out and he's just looking up like, oh no, what did I do? He just like merges with him. So I didn't want this, no.
Yeah.
You used the word suave to describe him because it immediately made me think of that terminal montage clip where they find him mid suavemente, and it's just like a 4-minute song of him dancing to that song.
Oh gosh.
Beautiful.
Goodness.
I did think that the sage lineup was interesting though for this scene as well, because it kind of maps almost 1-to-1 to the Ocarina sages. You got Gully, who's like Link's best friend. So that's like the Saria spot, right? You got Rosso, who's basically our Darunia Goron looking dude.
Yeah, I can't
You
believe
got
I
the
missed
Zora
him.
Queen, right? Instead of a Zora
Mhm.
Princess. What else we got? We got Impa, just straight up 1-to-1. We got Impa replaced by Impa. I think the most off one is the witch, who I think would map onto like Nibiru, would be like a
Wouldn't
Gerudo style.
wouldn't
Or
Nibiru be like the
Saris.
guy with the sand rod though?
You would think. I mean, the sand rod definitely calls to that, but Asfala is way more of a Raru type dude with like
'Cause
the
he's,
yellow
like,
cloak and
a
the.
student of Sahasrara, kind of.
He seems like an ancient sage kind of
Okay.
deal. Who am I missing? There's one more. Oh, Saris.
So there's Saris and the witch, which just kind of like are two weird
Right.
outliers.
Who's Saris? Who are the other sage? There's definitely a sage that no. There's only 6 sages and 7 was Zelda in the old game. So Saris would be your
Mhm.
Zelda. Hold on, I got a sick. All right, she's done. Sorry, gotta check my monitor every once in a while. So yeah, so they added one because Zelda's not technically a sage in this one. I think is what they're getting at.
He's the liminal dressing.
Yeah, because with her, the
the
8,
the lemon dressing. Messed up.
she's a lemon.
So yeah, when you
And then
see
we
this
see-
lineup all together, it looks like that game. I think that's the right way to do sages. Honestly, I feel like a lot of the games have been like, oh yeah, like like there won't even be 7 of them really, or they'll be like just kind of like all the same type of character or something. But I don't know. I appreciated what they did in this game, having them be diverse. Sorry, you were about to say something. I totally just steamrolled that.
Oh no, you're good. Because I was gonna bring it into like the next thing that happens, which is like we see giant, super ugly Yuga Ganon, and then we meet Zelda's counterpart.
There's 2 key
Yes.
features that did happen though, which I think I'm assuming play into the next part because they meant or counterpart Zelda mentions it, but the paintings, they all explode right before that scene happens, and they all go in a separate direction, each one except for Zelda.
Right.
So like each one flies in a separate direction from the explosion.
Yeah.
And Ganon gets the Triforce of Power too.
Well, I think he had it already. He was just sealed
well, they
away.
show it like popping up on his hand.
He gets brought back out, and even Yuga at the time when he comes out of the portal or whatever is like, "Behold the Triforce of Power," and he just kind of already had it.
Maybe he's getting the Triforce of Wisdom from Zelda, like temporarily. Then
maybe. I don't know. I think he made a point to say it was the Triforce of Power, though.
Yeah.
On his wrist.
Oh, I don't remember.
Yeah, I think that's part of why he wanted Ganon, was to also get the Triforce of Power. I don't think he even knows that Zelda has the Triforce of Wisdom.
Which is pretty obvious because in her painting she has a Triforce on her hand.
Well,
that's what I'm telling you. Remember at the beginning of the podcast when I said he don't read? If he just
He
read a
don't
story
read.
about
don't read.
Hyrule,
You know what? You were right. I was wrong. I'm
any
sorry.
story of Hyrule at all, he could have even went into Hyrule Castle, looked at the 6 paintings that were up there that literally tells the story of Ganon, but he knew nothing. I'm like, he don't read.
All that
That's
vocabulary and no history.
All that
Maybe
knowledge,
he
no
does
wisdom.
read. He just reads the dictionary and not actually history books. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know either.
All that knowledge, no wisdom.
My dude.
But
And then we meet Hilda.
Oh yeah, Ganon's about to like
Felda.
rampage, and then Hilda's like, "Nah, forget about that. I'm gonna trap you."
Traps him. Yeah. And Hilda has a staff.
Mm-hmm.
and it's got that inverse Triforce on the top of the staff. And I don't know if like it doesn't line up perfectly because Zelda isn't called like Lolda, but I find it funny that Hilda, like her name, kind of like Hyrule,
Hilda.
Hilda or
Yeah, it sounds
Hilda, the way
closer
it
to
looks.
Hylia than Zelda does.
Yeah, yeah. So I feel like that was one of those counterpart things where they're like, we got to throw in something that's like Hyrule sounding or looking in these characters.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And
I mean,
so
she looks like almost identical to
right, just like a dark
Zelda with
dark
just
hair.
purple
That's the
hair.
only difference.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
like
because-
reddish purple eyes.
Yeah, runs
Yeah,
out,
super
freezes, has all the same moves. Like, hey, I can stasis the BBEG over here. I can, warp you out of here and also like create a mind palace where we can talk. Like all the Zelda moves. They immediately
also has
establish
the-
her as like, yeah, this is legit. Like this is the Zelda of this place.
She also has the ability to like, I guess I am gonna use the word liminal, because she has
Sure.
the ability to create a liminal space that is in between reality and some nether realm that she can talk to you in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I guess Ganon was breaking through it and weakening Link somehow. It was really weird. I wasn't really sure what was going on in
You can
that
also
scene.
teleport you out of it to a different location, apparently.
Yeah, in the middle of a street, apparently. We find out later. She's like, yeah, you'll be fine. Just here's the middle of the street. There you go.
And then she tells us once we're out there, hey, like you're gonna have to go around and save all these sages from their painting imprisonments. But a lot of them you can't get to from where you are. I think she straight up tells you like you can't get to them from where you are. But the truth is you can't get to most of them from where you are. You can get to like 2 of them pretty easily from where you are.
Yeah, and also tells you that like the worlds, because of what Yuga's been doing, have gotten so close that they're like touching each other, where normally you couldn't get from Lorule to Hyrule or Hyrule to Lorule, but now because of Yuga's like tampering, that's
Yeah.
why these cracks are even here for Link to traverse through, and that you're gonna have to like use your brain a little and go between the two in order to figure out how to get to the right places to actually find a lot of these paintings.
Right. How much did you guys explore Lorule when you got here?
A little
First thing
bit.
I did was go to my house. And I
Yeah,
was
okay.
pleasantly surprised.
It was
Hey.
vacant.
4th boodle.
Mm-hmm.
And you can't get the 4th bottle. Yeah, if you're going through the back, you just gotta blow up a door that you can't see unless you, stick to the building.
You could actually immediately get the 5th bottle too.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you filthy stinking rich.
Oh, I wasn't filthy rich. I've been buying items and don't have stockpiles of B money, so
I wasn't filthy rich enough either. But because right after I got that bottle, if you head to the left, you can see this big bomb flower. And I mean, it's a big bomb flower. And there's also some pretty big cracked rocks in the area. And so I know the question that Fonz is going to ask me about my big bombs is if the big bombs can destroy those big cracked rocks. And I thought maybe, but nah.
because there's 2 dungeons on the map just in this zone that she drops us into. The Thieves' Hideout and the Swamp Palace. And the Swamp Palace has a big cracked rock in front of it that I had no way to get rid of. It wasn't blocking the actual entrance, but I knew that it was going to be important to get rid of it. So I was actually going to ask you if the upgraded bomb could destroy that thing.
No, but have you found the way to?
I haven't actually tried to get into it any more than just seeing it in the Dark World.
Do you mind if I talk about it a little bit? I mean, not getting into that, but I mean just how to break those big rocks.
Oh, sure. Yeah.
So if you go, I don't know if it's exactly like pure left, but it's like left-ish from Link's house. There will be like a fenced-in area with a giant bomb flower in the middle of it, like even bigger than the upgraded bombs. And there's two ways into it. There's a house that leads into it, or there's a big cracked rock you can't destroy. So if you go into the house, you meet somebody that's researching bombs, and you have this very interesting, they're a very eccentric person.
Okay.
But ultimately, you have to pay 200 rupees to be allowed the luxury of going in and being with the big bomb.
Okay.
But once you pay that, you can obviously blow up the rock that leads in there without you having to go back into their house, so you don't have to pay for it again. And then you can take that bomb, and it will follow you between screens. And they want you.
It is the
They want
Link
you
to the
to.
Past Big Bomb.
Yeah, they want you to
version for
chain
this
chomp walk that bomb around to the rocks, and then yeah. But there's the
Okay.
stipulation that any kind of hit of any sort will make this bomb go off.
Right.
So that's like your cue on how you set it off, but also like if an enemy hits it, time to start over again.
Yeah. That was how it worked in the other game too.
And I won't talk about it any more than this, but that big bomb is also connected to how you get the fifth bottle.
Okay. The other
Fish
thing,
bottle.
so aside from our house, I went over to Kakariko, and it is Thieves
Yeah.
Town. But interestingly, like I thought this was really cool. It's actually a town of like thief characters that will talk to you about, it's like just running into like a gang of pirates or something. Like they're all just, it's great.
Mumbo jumbo, mumbo jumbo, mumbo jumbo.
Oh yeah,
Just
and there's
drop
a
the
mumbo
mumbo
jumbo
jumbo.
cult starting out in the.
And did anyone go to the
I
shop?
can't believe they actually just say mumbo jumbo as their chant. Like, come on now. Like Nintendo wanted to make it very.
Yeah.
They want to make it very obvious. Like
Yeah.
do not take this seriously. This dude standing up here saying "Don the mask." Like mumbo
I
jumbo.
did go into the shop.
Did y'all see the item that you can buy when you have max rupees and don't know what else to
The
do
item
with them?
you should never buy.
The golden bee that you can get for like $1,000.
Nine,
No,
nine, nine,
no,
nine
it's
rupees.
9,999.
It's 10 grand.
The
You
10
can
grand
buy
golden bee.
the bee for like 87, which is a ripoff.
It is a ripoff.
You can buy the shield for 50, which is like, bro, why is everything else so expensive? And then you can buy the fairy for 77, which I'm like, that's not actually that bad of a deal if you just want a fairy in Thieves Town. But
I bought a fairy.
nah for the the golden bee. I'm
Yeah.
like, bro.
Did you guys use the crack to go back to Hyrule in Thieves Town?
I did not.
No. 'Cause there's
I've
one below
only
the-
so I explored Low Rule, and then saved my game and quit in Low Rule. I never went back to Hyrule yet. So
Are we
I
gonna
did accidentally enter the actual thieves' hideout because
Oh, okay.
I listened to the bard and then talked to I actually all I did was listen to the bard, and that gave me enough information to solve all the answers properly. And then I talked to another NPC who had more of the lyrics I was supposed to have had, but I guess I just guessed them right. So I've already opened the dungeon on accident, but we'll talk more about that process, I guess, when we actually cover that. But
Are we gonna talk about the whole waking up story bits, or just leave that out till next episode?
the waking up story bits?
Yeah, like waking up in Low Rule.
I already dropped a little bit of that, like because right when you wake up, Hilda like magically talks to you in your head while you're still laying there, and she says like that's where she says Hyrule and Low Rule are so connected now because of what Yuga did, and also then tells you that you have to go find the paintings.
And she does say like, even though I gave you this peaceful welcome, no one else is going to. Like Lorulians are rough people. And I did verify that. Like I went and I talked to the blacksmith. I went to the blacksmith's building. And the blacksmith's wife here.
Building.
What's up?
You wake up in the actual blacksmith's house.
Yeah. So if you talk to the wife, she's like super gruff and like, don't bother me. Like we helped you out. Like, we've helped you enough. Basically, just get out of here.
Yeah, she's like, "Oh, you're awake. Get out."
He's like,
and you're like, "Oh, okay."
I love the Cockney.
Gully, who's Gully? Like, if I had a son, I wouldn't name him Gully. Get out of here. It's like, I don't have any kids, but if I did, I wouldn't name him something dumb like that. It's like, oh, snap.
That's crazy.
Yeah, there's a lot.
But she
Name
mentions
shaming in
that
Zelda.
when she found us, we were just in the middle of the street in Low Rule, and she like picked us up and brought us here. And I'm like, "What are you doing, Hilda? Like, excuse me?
Yeah.
Why would you just leave us in the middle of the street like that?" And you can tell. I mean, maybe she just, I don't know, didn't know how to teleport properly. I don't know.
And the apprentice doesn't sing songs in Low Rule. He's just like, yeah, I work here. It's fine. It's
I got a
like,
job.
okay, great. So you're just like a regular guy in this one.
And the blacksmith, if you talk to him outside, he looks at your sword and he's like, "Why are you using?" Every time I make weapons and none of y'all use my proper weapon, why are you using this little sword? Like, bro, this is the master sword. I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh yeah, I remember that. Because if I were to
Yeah.
make a sword, I wouldn't make something like this cheap little toy you got here. I'm like, bruh, you are the worst blacksmith because you don't know jack.
Right. But it's from a different world, right? Like part of me is wondering,
Yeah.
do you have stronger swords than this? Because I mean, give me one.
It wouldn't be evil's bane though.
Right. But like, I think it was in A Link to the Past, like you could get the Master Sword tempered and like it would become a stronger version of it. So I'm wondering if that's gonna happen again, and that's why they did that. Like that's why they said like, hey, I wouldn't make something like this. Like I would make something even better. And I was like, but can you though? Like when are we doing
Maybe.
this? Just let me know. But yeah.
I guess I got like two other little things, both in Thieves Town. So if you guys remember in Hyrule, there was that house you could go up to the door and it's locked, but you can hear somebody inside.
Oh. Okay, yeah.
There's a crack in like the destroyed ruin of that house in Lorule, and
I
if you go
saw that
through it,
crack.
you can get into that house. And there's a cutscene, you get a heart piece. So, Ayo, do with that what you will.
All
Free
right.
heart piece,
Sounds
easy
good.
peasy. And the other thing that I found in there, I don't know if you guys went into the milk bar.
I did go into the milk bar. That's how I listened to the Bard.
I did not listen to the bard, but I talked to the guy behind the counter, and it was just another perfect example of people in Low Rule are not nice people because he's just like, why can't everybody get out my bar, get out my business? I just want to drink milk alone. And I'm like, how are you even going to make enough money to keep this bar open? Like, what you talking about, Willis? Like,
It turns out he's a
Man.
milk thief who's just trying to be alone in a room drinking his stolen milk, and everyone was like, "Hey, milk bar, this is awesome." He's like, "No."
get away from me. Just
Kind of
thought
want
I
to
thought that was
find a
great.
bouldering guy now, see where he's at. He's probably like, "You ever heard of that milk bar? Man, I hate that place. It's the worst place ever. I don't want to ever go there."
I would never support it, especially immensely.
So, one other weird thing, the witch's broom still helps us in Low Rule. We ring a bell
Yeah.
and the broom still shows up. And part of me is like, is that really the same broom, or is there like a Lorulian witch who also has a broom? You know what I mean? Like,
I
what are we
feel like
dealing
that
with
witch
here?
didn't know how powerful her broom was.
It just found a crack and flew through. It's like, I hear the bell. It's in this wall.
It's a liminal
I must
broom.
I must get to Link. Oh,
Multi-dimensional
and the save signs
liminal broom.
where like you
Oh
make
yeah,
the
they're
fast travel,
like,
they have bat wings
like-
on them. They're still
yeah,
birds, but they have bat wings, which I thought was funny.
and
I
they're
think
like
the
black too.
chickens are like vultures now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's up with
Really
that?
weird.
I was hitting one, going, can I kill this thing? And it kept doing
Vulture
like the
attack.
cuckoo of getting hurt and then running away. I'm like, I'm gonna stop doing this before I get swamped.
Yeah, I might try it because you can always run into a building. So
You can. I haven't actually gotten swamped in this game, but it's a typical thing in Zelda games where if you don't leave them poor cuckoos alone, they will get their revenge. So I haven't tried it because I don't want to die.
Yeah.
But I mean, they probably do.
Yeah.
I feel like now
They'd
that I
probably
own
go on
every
the
item, I'll
attack.
probably try it. Because now, what's the, worry of
What's the
dying?
risk? Rob, Yo can't find me in Low Rule. Yeah. So
Which that leads me to a weird question. So like Ravio obviously knew that we needed his bracelet.
yeah.
And I feel like he knew that it wasn't.
Did he know? I don't know. But okay. Sorry.
Well,
Go
I
ahead.
feel like he knew that it did what it did. And I feel like he gave it to us for a reason.
Hmm.
That's just my theory. Like, why is he helping us out? Why is he putting all the signs on the places that like we need to go? Specifically, only the places that we need to go. Like, I'm like, this guy knows more than he's letting on. I feel like he
Selling them items, man.
is. Yeah, I don't know. That's just my take. Like, you just happen to have like, the holy item. Like, you just happen to have the Excalibur like on your wrist, just chilling. Like, nah, he knows something.
Smells like a
I
wet
guess we'll
dog.
find out.
Yeah, I want to go back and talk to him now that I kind of progressed a little bit and bought all the items because I feel like there might be some more exposition. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe. I still have a few more conversations I gotta have with that guy because I have not bought everything yet, but we'll figure that out.
I think I still just have the boomerang left.
Because who needs it, right?
I
I
mean, kind
forgot
of, yeah.
that was an item in this game,
Right?
and I own it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, listen, we have
There's a candle,
7 or
guys.
8 dungeons ahead of us, so the odds are they're gonna make it important at some point, but they just haven't yet, and it feels kind of silly. But yeah, if you guys don't mind, I think that's kind of it for where we're at now. So we've entered Hyrule. We've seen the magical purple land that is opposed to our green one. It is very Dark World, just kind of given more character, but I do appreciate more character. So it's been a fun time. All right, everyone. So thank you for listening to our episode of A for No, B for Yes. This has been our episode covering the return to Hyrule Castle and our first adventure into Hyrule. Next episode, we don't know where we're going yet. We have to decide on a place so that we can all go together. But the Hyrule is our oyster right now, so we're gonna go ahead and figure that out. And in the meantime, y'all have a good few weeks or possibly longer. And we will catch you in the next episode of A for No, B for Yes.
Gotta catch them all.
Gotta catch it. Did you get all that?
Oh, all right.
I don't know who it was.
It was mine.
Was it you?
I was just waiting for you
Oh.
to do another sign off.
Darn it.
Feeling your thunder, bro.
Scruff is sad now. Scruff is only trying to help.
Did you get all that? And we'll end that there.
Scruffy's gonna go on break now.
I'm gonna get Craig out of here first.
2-week or longer break.
All right, I'm gonna end the stream
Okay,
here.
okay.
Joshua, and later. Peace out, everybody. Thanks for watching. Yeah. Good night.
Okay,